The fourth role of a verb is to reveal the transitivity. The definition of a verb can be classified into whether the definition of the verb conveys to an object or not. The verb without the transitivity is an intransitive verb. The definition of the intransitive verb is applied to describe the subject who starts and finishes the definition of the verb or receives the definition of the intransitive verb from another subject
who is not
revealed in the statement. For example, a class starts. We can understand that Jesus Christ allows the initiation of the class at the right time. So we can understand that the subject of class is the object to receive or to be accorded with the plan of the one. And our spiritual father, the one,
is not
revealed in the statement. So we can understand that the subject of class is the subject to receive the mission from the one. The verb with the transitivity is a transitive verb. The definition of the transitive verb describes the subject that interacts with an object or object. The number of the object can be one or more. And the way that the verb conveys the definition of the verb from the subject to an object or object can be differentiated according to the order to receive the definition of the transitive verb. In this case, the object to receive the definition of the transitive verb directly is a direct object. The object to receive the definition of the transitive verb from the subject is an indirect object. The indirect object receives the definition of the transitive verb via the direct object. For example, A verb, start, can be applied as an intransitive verb or a transitive verb. And transitive verb, both. For example, a class starts on innovation. The verb start is able to be applied as an intransitive verb to describe the subject to receive the to be influenced by the plan of the one at the right time. The definition of the transitive verb start conveys from the subject is conveyed from the subject to the object on innovation. The obvious statement about the relationship between the subject and object may be the key to determine whether the verb is to be applied as a transitive verb or an intransitive verb. About a verb, a transitive verb, whose number of the object is 2, and the order to receive the definition of the transitive verb from the subject is according to the order. The speaker arranges the indirect object, that is the final destination of the definition of the transitive verb at first, and the direct object that is conveyed to the indirect object with the definition of the transitive verb. The speaker who focuses on the entire conveyance of the definition that the transitive verb has applies the transitive verb in a clause with the order of a subject, a transitive verb, an indirect object, and a direct object. The speaker who wants to describe a part of the entire conveyance from the subject to the direct object can state a clause with the order of a subject, a transitive verb, a direct object, and an indirect object as the object of a preposition. That the preposition occurs with the definition of the transitive verb. These 4 roles are revealed with the form of the verb